Imagine an excavator hanging upside down on a cliff, another swimming through swamps like a crocodile, and a third demolishing a skyscraper from top to bottom as if it were made of cardboard. Welcome to the world of the most dangerous and extraordinary excavators in the world. These machines are not just strong. They defy the forces of nature, work in places where no human would be safe, and achieve the seemingly impossible. If you're into raw power, extreme precision, and real machine action, subscribe to the channel now and stick around till the end, because the last machine is a true monster in its field. Excavator on pontoon, balance over the abyss. Waves crash against steel. The water gurgles restlessly, and in the midst of this liquid chaos, an excavator. No solid ground under the tracks, no security except for its own balance. This excavator stands on a floating pontoon, and it's fully loaded. Welcome to one of the most spectacular work sites for heavy machinery. Such operations are not for the faint of heart. The excavator operator sits on a swaying platform floating on a river, lake, or in a harbor basin. Every swing of the arm, every movement of the tracks threatens the balance of the entire platform. The danger: if the balance tips or the pontoon turns, the excavator and its load could fall into the water with disastrous consequences. Still, these operations are essential. Excavators on pontoons are used for riverbed cleaning, harbor construction, dredging channels, or building locks. They often have to bring massive stones or silt from great depths to the surface with millimeter precision so as not to erode the banks or damage underground pipes. The machines are specially equipped for this, with extra-long arms, GPS-guided positioning, and counterweights that are precisely calculated. But none of this matters if the operator doesn't keep a cool head. One wrong swing, and the pontoon starts swaying like a small boat in a storm. These excavators prove that real precision doesn't start on solid ground, but where the ground floats, they work in an element that never offers them security. And that's exactly why they deserve their place on this list. Because when an excavator lifts a massive rock from the water without sinking itself, that's no ordinary job. It's a dance on water, a balancing act on the edge of a knife, and only the best manage to stay dry. The skyscraper eater demolition excavator with 50-meter telescopic arm. It looks like a mechanical skeleton on stilts, and when it moves, the concrete trembles. The demolition excavator with a telescopic arm is no ordinary machine. It's a tamed monster that devours entire skyscrapers with surgical precision, one floor at a time, from top to bottom. What makes it so special is not just its sheer size, but its reach. With a telescopic arm up to 50 meters long, it can reach higher than many church steeples. It can cut through walls, break beams, and grab steel debris, all without causing the building to collapse. Every operation feels like a tightrope walk. The machine must be positioned on perfectly level ground. Even a small tilt can have catastrophic consequences when the arm is fully extended. The center of gravity shifts, and the load at the end of a boom acts like a lever, dangerous, massive, unforgiving. The work itself is an art form. It's not just demolition. The operator carefully moves forward, separating wall after wall, beam by beam, starting at the very top with smaller and smaller remains below. One wrong move, and the entire structure could collapse. These machines are equipped with cameras, hydraulic support, and precise controls. Yet, it takes a fine touch and years of experience. Not everyone is allowed to operate such a machine. It's one of the most dangerous machines in construction. When the arm slowly lowers and another floor disappears. You know, this is not destruction. This is controlled dismantling, and it's done with a power that leaves a lasting impression on every construction site. The cable excavator with demolition ball, the classic of destruction. A loud screeching sound, then a deep bone-shaking thud. Dust swirls, wall fragments burst, and in the middle of it all, a gigantic swinging demolition ball crashing into concrete with full force. This isn't a Hollywood movie, this is real life. And the lead role is played by the legendary cable excavator with the demolition ball. It's one of the oldest, but still one of the most spectacular demolition machines in the world. No high-tech boom, no hydraulic grapples, just raw mass and controlled destruction. The ton-heavy steel ball is lifted by a long cable and set into motion with perfect timing. Every swing counts. Every mistake is punished. The art behind it is immense. The operator must know exactly how far the ball swings when it reaches its peak and with what force it will hit. Release it too early and it crashes too close. Release it too late and it misses the target. Milliseconds and fine-tuning determine success or danger. The surroundings are also critical. The ball must never swing out of control. That's why it takes experienced professionals to master this brutal method. In densely built-up city centers, the use of this machine is almost no longer allowed. The risk is too high. But in open spaces or old industrial complexes, the cable excavator is still the king of demolition machines. It's loud, it's raw, and it's mercilessly effective. When the demolition ball swings, there's no turning back. The destruction is total but always planned. And that's what makes it one of the most dangerous machines of all. Climbing excavator on the cliff face, working in the ultimate danger zone. Imagine looking up at a steep cliff face, and there, clinging like a predator, is an excavator. No joke. These specialized machines, also known as spider excavators or climbing excavators, operate where no human would dare stand. On steep slopes, mountain edges, avalanche barriers, or landslide safety systems. They look like machines from a science fiction film. 4 articulated legs, some with gripping claws, others with wheels, and sometimes even with tracks. They can anchor themselves like spiders, rise, stretch, or even crawl across loose rubble fields. And in the midst of this construction, the excavator arm, ready to move massive boulders. The challenge isn't just the positioning. Every operation can destabilize the entire slope. The climbing excavator must balance its own weight in real time. A poorly executed lift, and the entire machine could slide or tip over. That's why these machines are hydraulically controlled down to the finest detail and equipped with complex stabilizers. The operators of these machines are among the elite in their field. They often work with safety harnesses, wear helmets with communication systems, and frequently descend to check the situation by hand. Wind, rain, loose rocks, everything can become a deadly risk. Still, they are indispensable. Without climbing excavators, there would be no safe slopes, avalanche protection walls, or roads in mountainous regions. And that's exactly why these machines are not only extraordinary, they are hero machines in the fight against gravity. So the next time you drive through the mountains and see a freshly secured cliff face, remember, maybe just yesterday there was an excavator hanging there with 4 legs, steel claws, and unshakable courage. Tunnel excavator with milling head, power underground, deep underground, where light only penetrates through work lights and the noise echoes metallically. There's a machine that looks like a cross between a tank, an insect, and a drilling machine. The tunnel excavator with a rotating milling head, a specialized machine that turns even the hardest rock into dust. These excavators are the heart of modern tunnel construction, whether for subways, hydroelectric plants, or high-speed trains. Without them, there would be no connections through mountains or under cities. What makes this excavator so special? Instead of digging, it mills through the earth. A massive rotating head made of hardened steel spins with incredible power into the rock, cutting through everything that stands in its way. Precision is key. In tunnel construction, there's no room for error. The excavator must not only work in a straight line, but also take into account changes in height curves and inclines, all under conditions that are far from friendly: dust, noise, heat, and cramped spaces. Many of these machines are vehicle-like with tracks, a cabin, camera surveillance, and numerous hydraulic arms. The operator sits in a closed cockpit surrounded by displays, screens, and control systems. Often, a team works in the background to assist in the operation. But despite all the technology, danger is ever present. One mistake, and the machine could get stuck. A rock fall, and the excavator is trapped. The pressure in the rock could suddenly shift, and that's why only the most experienced professionals work with these machines. These machines are not for show. They are workhorses truly under extreme pressure. They show what's possible when strength meets precision, and they perform their duty where no one else can reach, deep beneath our feet. Amphibious excavator in the swamp, digging where others sink. When other machines fail in a swamp or boggy terrain, the amphibious excavator truly shines. Moving on tracks or floating pontoons, this specialized excavator can handle even the toughest terrain. Its mission: to work in places where neither humans nor ordinary machines can safely proceed. Amphibious excavators are mainly used in marshland filling, oil spill cleanups in waterways, or for building flood and dike systems. They're designed to work on uneven, swampy soil, or even in standing water. But the real trick is that these machines have buoyant components, often tracks that act like propellers or specially designed floats that allow them to glide over the surface like a boat. Its most distinctive feature is the hydraulic arm equipped with a massive bucket which operates on the shifting ground like a finely tuned musical instrument. The excavator can dig up large areas of muddy terrain without causing unnecessary damage to the environment. Of course, this is no easy task. The operator must constantly monitor the machine's balance. The wet ground can give way under the weight of the machine, requiring incredibly careful work. But these machines are built to withstand the muck, and thanks to their track structure, they don't sink into the ground. These machines are unbeatable in their field. Even when the environment presents extreme challenges, they battle not only the weight of their load, but also the unpredictable forces of nature. When the amphibious excavator enters the swamps, everyone knows it will tackle the most impossible tasks with an impressive combination of technology, power, and endurance. Remote-controlled excavator in crisis zones, technology without risk. In the most dangerous areas, where every wrong move can lead to catastrophe, the remote-controlled excavator takes over. These machines are specifically designed to operate in environments where humans cannot safely remain. Bomb disposal, radiation-contaminated zones, toxic waste removal, or in burning industrial plants. The technology behind these machines is fascinating. Instead of a traditional operator in the cab, the excavator is controlled remotely via advanced control systems. The operator sits at a safe distance, often up to 100 meters or more, and controls the machine with joysticks and cameras that provide a precise view of the surroundings. These machines are usually equipped with cameras, sensors, and specialized tools, enabling precise work under extreme conditions. Why is the remote-controlled excavator so crucial? It minimizes the risk for the operator while maximizing efficiency. In nuclear power plants after an accident, during fires in chemical plants, or in crisis zones after earthquakes or explosions, it is essential that work is done quickly and safely without endangering the lives of first responders. The excavator can operate in these extreme conditions without anyone being put at immediate risk. Another remarkable feature of these machines is their robust construction. They are built for maximum durability and resilience, able to withstand the extreme pressures of debris, hazardous chemicals, or even radiation. And yet their operation remains surprisingly precise. The operator can work with high accuracy as if they were right on site. When these machines perform their tasks, they show what technology can do to save lives and minimize damage. They are not just heavy, they are the perfect example of the brave use of machines that protect people from the greatest dangers. These machines are more than just tools. They are true masterpieces of technology and engineering. In a world that is constantly changing and presenting new challenges, it is these extraordinary excavators that show us what is possible with the right technology. Each of these excavators has its own unique mission. The amphibious excavator fights the element of water, working reliably even in the deepest swamps and on the most unpredictable soils. The climbing excavator on the cliff faces defies gravity and manages to work on vertical surfaces where no other machine can. The tunnel excavator with rotating milling heads digs through the Earth's deepest layers, enabling us to build tunnels that run beneath cities or through mountains, under conditions where humans wouldn't be safe in the same space. Particularly fascinating are the remote-controlled excavators, which operate in crisis zones and extreme conditions. These machines not only save lives, but also allow for precise and efficient work in the most dangerous situations without placing people in immediate danger. But these machines are more than just robust and innovative. They are the result of years of research, planning, and development. Each job site, each challenge has its own solution, and these machines provide the answers. Without them, many construction projects, renovations, and emergency operations simply wouldn't be possible. They are the unwavering proof of how technology has not only revolutionized the construction industry, but also become an indispensable part of modern life. If you respect these machines as much as we do, let us know which of these extraordinary excavators you find the most impressive. Comment below on which machine you think is best suited for the toughest job in the field. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more of these incredible machines, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We always offer exciting insights into the world of technology, showing you what is truly possible in the world of machines. Also, make sure to activate the bell to never miss a new video and be the first to experience the latest technologies, machines, and innovations. Stay tuned, stay curious, and remember, the biggest machines need not only power but also precision, and that's what people with vision and machines that know no limits ensure. See you in the next video, where we'll dive even deeper into these incredible machines.